because I would like to buy it. There.
But, you know,
now I'm gonna get
but
one.
I think the breakdown of society, I think silencers might just become legal.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
I think in this situation, it would.
so somebody we're going to have on our team is going to have to know something about fashioning weapons, like a gunsmith of some kind.
Okay, well, we're going to build up a team later of people that we need.
Okay.
But I think we do know this. He'll be on our team. Someone we work with that's a ninja.
Yes.
Then a ninja, the throwing stars, that could work in a pinch. Like if you're really in a pinch, you could take one of those things out and just cut them. Right?
Like slash him, like an emo kid?
If you need to.
Check out those throwing star. I mean, you're just going to go and slip the zombie?
It depends how sensitive that zombie is. How little is it? Is it a baby zombie? Because a baby could be a zombie, and you'd be like, oh, look at this cute little baby.
Yeah.
And that's the end of that. Right?
Man, I never thought of that.
Senior citizen zombies, all kinds of
Well,
zombies.
see, I'm not worried about the senior citizen zombies. I'm really not.
But they're in those electric wheelchairs sometimes, and those can go faster than a regular zombie.
Tip them over.
That's ignorant and rude, and we will not tolerate that.
They're zombies!
Okay, well, machete is going to be our weapon of choice. We will have guns and all that cute stuff, but we're going to run out of ammo eventually because killing off zombies is a lot of work. It's not a 2-hour job.
I mean, I read about these different weapons you can have when you're around zombies, and a machine gun is definitely not something you'd want to have.
I don't think so, because you'd waste a lot of bullets.
Yes. Because you need to hit those zombies in the head. First shot, repeatedly. Not in the same head, but repeatedly shoot.
What about a battle axe?
Yes, that would be great. But you know,
Cut their heads off.
it might be hard to wield a battle axe unless you've known how to do this.
Same with a mace, probably. We need some medieval person.
So we need a medieval arms expert.
We're not on that part yet.
We should go to the Renaissance Fair or one of those reenactments where they do the.
Okay, well, let's build our team then.
Okay.
Let's build our zombie team.
So we got a
Other
ninja.
than you and I.
Ninja Ray.
Ninja Ray. So we have a ninja. Now, this is very important because only the people that are paying close attention to this video and us and on our team are going to survive this.
Yes.
So we need to repopulate. Unfortunately, the two of us, A, you don't want us having kids. B, we can't have kids. So we're going to have to go find ourselves some lovely women to accompany us. So the problem though is we're going to look for looks in a woman because we want a very attractive population. However, we don't want, they got to be smart. We can't be carrying their weight. So we got to find some intelligent, good-looking women out there. So if you know any, contact Andrew. All right.
So we're going to have Ninja Ray with us.
Ninja Ray.
And we'd like for the great Marian Hossa.
The Marian Hossa because
he's a Slovak.
He's a Slovak, and a hockey stick can be used in time of a pinch.
And he already has his protective gear, and he's going to be red, so he's not going to mind staining his jersey.
And plus, most of those zombies will probably be starstruck, and they probably would never bite Marian Hossa. Ever. Right? Maybe? Ish?
I think you're right.
Okay, good. So Hossa will be on the team.
Hossa? Hossa!
Okay. This is not much of a team so far. We need a medieval arms expert.
Medieval arms expert.
Because there's a lot of weapons from the medieval ages that we don't know anything about.
Like the arrow.
A bow and arrow is a good one, except in large crowds. Because you have to go back to get your arrows, or else you're going to run out. Like in The Walking Dead, that was a very useful tool.
For little pick-offs.
Little pick-offs.
Yes.
We need an Asian kid.
Yes, we need an Asian kid as a distraction.
I don't know about that. Every movie that they have some kind of strategical process, there's always a little Asian kid. Like,
what's wrong with Asians? I mean,
I didn't say anything wrong with Asians. No, I'm just saying. Like, look at Indiana Jones.
Like an Asian kid, like somebody from
Like the Goonies.
Turkey? Somebody from Azerbaijan?
I'm not sure what you're saying.
Kamchatka? India? Thailand?
I'm saying like Mr.
I mean,
Miyagi
Asia, that's
type.
an encompassing, like... So you're saying a Japanese kid. We need a Japanese kid?
Yes, a Japanese kid. I'm sorry I used the whole continent. If I would have said Antarctican, you would know what I'm talking about.
You would just be an American or a Russian. Japanese kid. What is this Japanese kid? Why don't we just get a kid? I mean, does it have to be an Asian kid?
Because you just said booby traps.
Booty traps. Somebody like Data.
Data. We're going to get Data.
We're going to get Data to be with
He's
us.
probably not doing anything now.
What about Sloth? I mean, he'd be a very good distributor. They wouldn't even notice.
Yeah. We have to train our own people, though, not to kill him, because he would not fit any of the...
That's what people... You paint his hair pink.
Yeah, okay.
A little tip.
A little tip.
With Sloth.
Yeah. Basically, the whole cast of the Goonies will come.
No.
You don't want Mouth. He was kind of annoying. He talked way too much.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure who else I'd want on my zombie team.
Somebody who does not fall asleep easily.
We need an insomniac. We need to find someone that can stay up. Someone that's like addicted to methamphetamines. They can stay up for 72 hours at a crack. Right?
I don't know if that's a good idea. They're going to steal from us. You really think that when it comes to meth,
I wasn't thinking that out. I
and
wasn't.
leaving us to die at the hands of zombies, they're going to choose the meth.
Yeah. Plus, when we run out of meth, they're gonna get really cranky.
Exactly.
Okay, so
So
scratch
we
that one.
need lots of Claritin.
Claritin. I still say we need lots of antidepressants because as much as you want to say this is not true, once you realize your family's dead,
Well, how do you know our family's not going to be with us?
because they're not, because we can't carry all that weight.
What about these hot girls that we're going to bring with?
I don't know what you
That-
have in your
what-
family. That's not my family. I can't.
No. I'm just saying. What about these? You don't need an antidepressant if you have these hot girls. Sorry.
You know what? I hate to break this to you. You're so insensitive. All right. Just because you have a good-looking woman doesn't mean you cannot care about your family and your friends.
Are you going to want to?
I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. When you get bit, and I have to shoot you in the head, I'm going to take an antidepressant because I care. And if you don't care that much about me, then you don't need to take them.
I care about you, Dave.
Well, I'm taking the antidepressant with me.
Okay, you take the
Enough for, at least
antidepressant.
for me.
For how long, though? They don't have a very long shelf life. We're talking about a couple of years here.
If they expire, I'll double the dose.
Okay.
So I'd say about a year's supply should last me about 9 months. That should be good enough by the time everyone's dead. So we need enough food and water for a couple months.
We don't really need water. I mean, the zombies aren't going to be really polluting the water, are they? We'll be able to forage.
But it depends on the type of disease this is. What if it's that zombie disease that, they spit in the water, they drool in the water, and then the whole water's contaminated?
They spit in the water.
The zombies, they probably don't have a lot of control over like their saliva. What if they're by the river and they start drooling?
Let's say they probably don't have saliva. They can't run. Their muscles aren't working, so where were their salivary glands?
Okay, well, I'm going to have myself bottled water, and
bottled
you
water.
can drink out of the faucet. Spam, Vienna sausages, Pop-Tarts, basically your normal diet.
I'm writing this down for you people, so we'll be able to print this sometime. Marion Hossa. Hossa. Beer. We need beer.
Yeah, beer is good. I like beer.
We can make our own beer using the water, and we'll have to have some hops
Yeah.
and some grain.
Yeah. So my idea is that we hide out for a month or two-ish.
Where?
We gotta find a good fortified place, someplace underground, I think, with some natural sunlight, or else we'll get really depressed once again because no light. So kind of natural light that's been fortified with bars, just so they can't get in, and then keep quiet, very quiet, until everyone becomes a zombie and this whole big outbreak has.
How do you know how long these zombies are going to last for?
I think zombies last
capture a
forever.
zombie?
Look, if we're going to use logic, zombies are not eating because they're hungry, because they don't have a stomach that works. Right?
Sure.
Okay, so if they don't eat, then they're not going to die because they didn't eat enough. And then they
They're
probably
going
don't
to
drink.
decompose.
I'm not really sure because they should have been decomposing already, but they came back. And then they decompose and die, and they get bit again. Then what?
So at the end, we're just going to be seeing skeletons walking around?
That's possible. I mean, who's to say it's not? So, but anyways, here's my thing though. I'm still saying that we need to go. We need to fortify something, which I think we discussed before that we were going to have a zombie or a zamboni.
A zomboni.
A zamboni. So we're going to take a zamboni, like what in hockey, and fortify it, totally fortify it.
Put some cages on it, some
Yes.
blades that spin.
Yeah, and the slits for the saw like they had Dawn of the Dead, because that was a really good idea.
I wonder if Hossa is going to know how to operate this Zamboni, because I don't know how to drive the Zamboni.
I'm sure he's. If not, the Zamboni driver at the United Center in Chicago will come with us on our trip.
So we need to let Hossa know to grab him. And
Yes,
not,
yeah.
not Sharp,
No caterers,
no.
no. We need the Zamboni driver and host it. That's it. And I can't bring along his Slovak buddy Kopecki either. We don't have enough room for all these
There's
people.
only one Slovak on this team.
Okay, so, but maybe he could take one of his hockey sticks and install like a saw blade on the actual stick part of it.
Almost
So like he
jagged
can like
saw blade.
go like that.
Doesn't
cut
he do that
through
already?
Yeah, but a bigger one. I'm saying. So, and then what we do is we get on our Zamboni, and if this is wintertime, like I think it may be around December 21st, 2012, it's great because then we can like have water come out the back of it, and then we're making a sheet of ice behind us. Zombies can't walk on ice.
No.
It's not possible.
No.
So they're going to be slip sliding everywhere, grabbing onto each other, pulling other ones down.
Plus, I think that the zombies will just freeze.
I'm not sure about that because they don't have a circulatory system.
But there's water in cells, okay?
They don't have cells.
Well, they do.
They can't.
They're being reanimated.
Okay, well.
So the body contains a certain amount of water. Whether you're dead or not, you still contain a certain amount of water.
Well, this doesn't help because in the city of Chicago, sometimes in the summer, it can be 50 degrees.
Okay,
we have
that's
some
fine.
bad luck.
That's fine, but you know...
Would they unfreeze? Would they be like Dick Clark?
So they kind of like, you take them out once a year,
Yeah.
you mutter something, and they freeze again?
No, but that's wrong. I'm just saying, would they freeze, then unfreeze, and then like... Because if that's the case, you wait for a very cold, blistery day, and then you go, because all the zombies just be laying on the road, frozen.
Exactly.
And then when it gets warm, they'll
You know what though?
defrost.
It kind of takes a while. Like say it is 50 degrees one day. The zombies won't thaw out that quick. I mean, it does take a few days for that if it's snowing, the ice and the snow to melt. Like you know in the shopping malls they push all that snow up in the sides and you get these big mounds of snow.
Yeah, yeah.
Those always melt finally at the end of April. It seems, if you live in the Chicago area anyway.
So
What
you
if
said
there's
we
a
should-
pile of zombies and like, what if there's just it takes a while to thaw. That's
Who's
what I'm
going to
saying.
put these zombies in a pile? Us?
Well, why not? If they're frozen, we just push them in a pile.
Because I'm getting to safe havens. I'm not messing around. I'm not going to be scooping up zombies.
Somebody's got to clean up the zombies, though.
Anything else we need to talk about? I mean, this is it's a big deal. I mean, I know everyone out there is probably scoffing at it, but I mean, it's,
Yeah, we got.
oh, that can't really happen. It can't happen. Well, I tell you what, it sure could. Because there's a lot of people out there that they're almost zombie-ish now.
Yeah, and they, you try to teach them things and just fall asleep.
People like that, you know that they're not there. They're like a half a human almost, if you will.
Oh, what?
People that sneeze all day long. That's all they do. You're wondering, what is their body fighting off?
Yeah.
What could it possibly be? Because when I have a cold, I don't sneeze all day.
I sneeze maybe 10 times.
Allergies, I don't really sneeze that much.
If you have allergies that bad, you might need to get them treated.
Take medication, maybe.
Medication. Yeah, we're
I
bringing
do have
Claritin.
allergies. We're bringing Claritin, you said? Okay.
We're bringing Claritin.
I'm kind of immune to Claritin. Could be some Zyrtec as well.
Zyrtec.
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna put down antihistamine. So, which leads me to think that we should probably bring a pharmacist.
And we're not bringing a priest. There's no priest.
Yeah, because he might hang himself, and then they're gonna open up the gates of hell, and
So I think that's it, right? I mean, on zombies.
yeah, there's only so much you can talk about zombies, I guess. But you just have to be prepared, I suppose.
Well, to anybody that's watching this video that will now be a zombie survivor, feel free to post any questions that you may have about zombies, because we would be happy to do a follow-up video answering all zombie-related questions, because we want as much people to survive as they can. We're not trying to hide this. We're not trying to fool anybody. We want everyone to survive, and we want people to listen, because this is...
We want to overcome this zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, and I don't know everything. He knows almost everything. So we need people to ask questions so we can look things up and figure things out. Because there's a lot of things we haven't covered.